Hello and welcome to another episode of PopCulture Reacts, and we are in the middle of the Lorna Pain Remains trilogy
Yeah,
sandwich with After All I've Done, I'll
I'll
Disappear.
disappear. It's quite a very poignant title, isn't it?
It is.
It's probably worth saying it now. We're recording this. We don't actually think we'll be able to play the video because we had a tough time playing the video anyway because of content and things like that. But we're going to react to it with a video here, and if I have to, I'll blur the video, and obviously we can link you to it. But yeah, just so you know, if you see a blurred screen, we weren't watching a blurred screen, but
Yeah.
yeah, just as a heads up, potentially we will only be able to have the track playing and rather the video on this one.
So obviously you've said at the end of part one that you were hoping for more of the clean vocals than the harsh vocals. Um,
Or more of a mix,
yeah.
probably is the truth.
So shall we see what we get in the
Yeah,
middle of our sandwich?
and as I say, I'm saying this after saying the video might be blurred. I'm presuming we're going to see what I thought was a very high quality video from the first one here as well. So really interested to see what they do with that. Right, let's go. So I somewhat joked in the last one about the second part of trilogies being the best part of trilogies, and we haven't heard part three yet, but I felt that one a lot more. Um,
Yeah, that was the right tone for that song. I was sort of scanning for the lyrics, and I was just like,
yeah,
yeah, if you're gonna have guttural, horrible vocals,
yes, yes,
this is the one to have that nastiness too. And I was gonna say it's like the perfect sandwich. You know, you come for the filling on a
yeah,
sandwich. You're never buying a sandwich for the bread. I did this. I can get right behind this. If
yeah. Same
more of
as.
this. Um, Again, still, like I said in the first one, there's still a few times where the drummer is doing extra double kicks for me anyway that could do without going into like the bits of where the chorus started, where it could have just like you stop it and then go again. You don't need to continue all the way through with the double kicks. But that's a preference thing I think on that more than to a massive detriment. The solo fits perfectly in there. It's like perfectly techy and intricate, but again, isn't this is another one where it isn't, as I said, which was the problem with the first one. Just because you can, you shouldn't. This seemed, yes, I can do all of this technical stuff, but it
Yeah,
wasn't to go, oh, look at what I can do. It seemed to
had a
fit
purpose, didn't it? Yeah,
purpose and
yeah.
sit properly in the song. And yeah, Will's vocals for this. Oh yes, that's the emotional sort of extreme metal guttural singing that I can get in.
So like you look at that video, and as I say, if we have had to play the video and it's a video you haven't seen, go. I'll put a link to it, and it has a lot of stuff about why it possibly can't be shown on this. But obviously the subject matter that it goes into, like that, like the loss that we saw, or in the first one, and then obviously the, I guess the trying to live on in a world where you don't want to live on because you've had that thing, in this case a person, torn away from you love.
Yeah,
I think the video is, I said I like the last video. This one I think is even better. I think this one really does pack the emotional punch that it should do for the subject matter that it's actually talking about. And you said lyrically, yeah, I think again the lyrics for this are, again, have the right kind of, and I know this isn't necessarily a word you'd equate with this, but the right reverence for the subject matter. It doesn't feel like
yeah.
this is,
It's
um
not glorifying it
yeah,
or
yeah,
going
it's
showy
trying
with
to,
it.
kind of talk about it in a real and honest way, isn't it? And I think,
Yeah,
that's what, and I say that's what you want. We talk about this quite a lot. I think it's often what we want, isn't it, of going, no subject matter, or most subject matters aren't taboo, as long as it's dealt with in the right way. When we did Dance with the Devil, Immortal Technique, some
yeah,
absolutely
and
brutal kind of subject matters, but it it it's a tale about things that do happen, can happen, and obviously this is a tale about things that do happen and happen commonly, and to touch on it in a way that, like, I imagine if you were going through something like this, listening to this song, or even if you were just reading the lyrics and things like that, I think it would touch you because you know that there are other people that understand what you're going through. And to kind of get back to the performance side of it, the guttural singing on this, and maybe this is why I struggle so much with it, because it feels like a good way to really reflect pain, anguish, raw emotion, and anger.
yeah,
And this song feels totally about all of those emotions. So when it's being done in this, And again, probably being the mid part of a trilogy and the mid part of a story, this is the point where, yeah, I think if this is our story, this is the part where we are shouting,
Yeah.
like, we're in our houses going like, the fucking world is unfair. Like, what have you done to me? Why have you done this thing? And I think that's when it packs the punch. Uh, it made me like the first song more as well. I'll be honest, because obviously it went straight in, and I think it picked up where that was, and it made me look back more fondly. Felt like as a running piece across the two, a very nice running piece, and God, I hope the third that does very much the same. But no, this one really did impress me. This one I can see what all the fuss is about on this
Mm.
song.
Yeah. Obviously, subject matter very similar to Vorbistu when we're
Yes,
doing
yeah,
through Rosenrot. Um, and it's that sort of the two sides of that coin. You have the how Rammstein did it with it being a slightly ballady, more somber "I miss you" thing,
yeah.
and this being the other side of it, which is "fuck the world."
And I still miss you, and that missing you is what is making me feel this way. Feel the
Yeah,
kind of disparity, unfairness of this existence that we let's be honest, just trying to get to the other side of,
yeah,
um, and having a good time while we're doing it, and but the realities of what the world can actually do to us.
yes.
Yeah,
So
there's some stuff in there, like in the lyrics, like fading memories, like the world you left was only just a dream, so I'll disappear, I'll disappear, I'll disappear, and yeah, I we said it on the first one, but even more so on this one. Lyrically, this is great. Like, even if I think even if you don't like the music and you don't like the way that Will sings, and to the most part I don't, I'd say to someone, like, if you don't, still read the lyrics. The lyrics are, I don't know. I think they're really good, like really really good. But yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
it is one of those with the subject matter that this is clearly about.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can always there is that thing in metal that they will touch this, and if you can get beyond, oh look, it's screamy, screamy, shouty, shouty, loud noises. There is a lot of deep stuff in this in metal as a
yeah,
whole, but especially in this. That, yeah, as you said, like the lyric, just pull the lyrics up and
yeah,
have a read through. Obviously, if the
yeah,
video does show, then yeah, if you feel like that, talk to someone.
yeah.
You don't have to go to that far. See, depending on where you are, local services will be there for you. Um, but yeah, we will
We will be back for
we will be
part
back. But
three.
before I do that, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and comments
Oh
down there
yeah,
on what you
yeah.
guys thought of part two of the trilogy. And for part three, we will be back. We're in a sea of fire.
I was gonna say, just sorry. I know this is the second time you tried to outro us, but I like the sound of my own voice, and I know you were sort of saying about for anyone who feels affected in a way and doesn't necessarily mean to be for this reason, but there are professional services that help and speak to people. On a sidebar, for all the rest of us that don't feel like this, just remember that there are people out there in the world who are feeling like this, and if there's any lesson maybe we can learn is sometimes just, like, sometimes it's our, like, you're going through your life and you're having a bad day or something, but I don't know, let's just try and, I don't know, be there for everyone. There you go, there's my hippie outro. Be there for everyone, be excellent to each other, and I think the world would be a better place if we all had a bit more time for each other.
Yes. So we'll be back with part three tomorrow. Goodbye.